생각하지 말라 그게 너 me aguanto drama de nada.
Did you catch the legendary BTS live that just broke the internet? Welcome to CelebWorldInsight. We're diving deep into the full, unfiltered Wever session from December 21st, 2025, where the guys were more candid than ever. This isn't just another live recap. You're about to get a breakdown of every crucial hint, secret spoiler, and hilarious moment that has the entire army talking. Why did one simple phrase about January send fans into a frenzy? What major project did they almost reveal? And what does their playful banter tell us about their 2026 plans? We've analyzed every second, and the clues they dropped are massive. Watch until the end, because the final revelation is something no fan saw coming. The session kicks off with pure, chaotic energy. The members are adjusting, laughing about technical glitches, and debating hair colors. Jimin jokes about needing to apply more makeup, sparking a funny debate on whether leaving it natural is the new trend. They quickly greet everyone in multiple languages, showcasing their global reach, and express amazement at the real-time translation feature, wondering if it's AI or a dedicated translator working magic behind the scenes. The vibe is instantly warm and familiar. They thank the translators, speak slowly for clarity, and V even introduces himself playfully to new viewers. The conversation jumps from snack cravings to birthday cakes, as they celebrate an early cake for Taehyung. But amidst the sweetness, the first big hint drops. One of them states, "For 2026, it's fire. Something big is coming. Something really big is coming." The certainty in their voices is palpable. They joke about birthday wishes, clumsily holding the cake, and playfully blame each other for potential messes. The conversation turns personal, discussing damaged hair from constant dyeing and the old days of hiding hairstyles before comebacks. They reminisce about photo shoots and the need to conceal new looks for upcoming projects. This leads to a key insight. They mention having to hide things recently, wanting to reveal it all at once. "We always have that strong-cut hair, and in our new songs we have to hide it," one says, hinting heavily at imminent new music. Then they get cozy. The talk shifts to winter, home temperatures, and heated debates about the perfect thermostat setting, from a scorching 30 degrees to a chilly 21. They share funny roommate stories from the past, including spooky moments in the dark that had them startled. Sleeping habits come up, with hilarious comparisons to tiny military beds and how they'd spin around in them. It's these relatable, mundane details that showcase their genuine bond. Their friendship isn't a performance. It's in the everyday chaos. Suddenly, the mood pivots to gratitude. They celebrate hitting 30 million followers on Weverse, reflecting on the platform's growth from 10 million to this massive milestone. They acknowledge the weight of their words with such a huge audience and joke about the pressure. Nostalgia hits as they remember the old V app, feeling like old men, realizing a decade has passed since those early broadcasts. They marvel at technological advances, speculating about a future where they could do VR lives from home, leading to a deep, impromptu discussion on AI, robotics, and the future of human work. They philosophize about humans needing to connect more if robots take over labor. "We humans need to embrace each other more," one says, grounding high-tech talk in heartfelt sentiment. The flow is beautifully erratic. They reveal the live started spontaneously because V wanted to turn it on while they were casually hanging out, eating, and talking about necklaces, concerts, and album recordings. They share warm, encouraging words they gave each other during recording sessions, calling each other warm-hearted. But then the real spoiler tension builds. They start talking about how frustrating it is to not be able to share news yet. "There are a lot of things that are not easy to talk about right now," one admits, adding that if it were up to them, they'd spill everything. They reveal the album recording finished about 2 months prior, and they've been deep in the mixing and editing process since. "We kept editing and continuing. It's like a fix, they say, emphasizing the meticulous, ongoing work. They shout out their producers, praising their hard work, and the conversation spirals into the chaotic pace of modern YouTube content, dinner mukbangs, and how fast trends move. Amidst this chaos, they drop the second bombshell. V himself says, "Next year around January or February, I'll have to spoil it a little." He mentions waiting too long and suggests doing something simple like singing a song. The others chime in agreeing. Now, something is about to be announced or it's about time. It'll be out soon. The anticipation is weaponized. They talk about the frustration of holding back and the fluttering feeling of new things. The conversation devolves into hilarious dialect debates, mocking their own accents and how they code switch between Seoul and regional speech. They talk about weddings, the cold, and fan requests for concerts outside Seoul, lamenting the logistical hurdles. Finally, they open the floor to fan songs, discussing deep cuts and old tracks like Pied Piper, Fake Love, and Spring Day. They laugh about their older, childish lyrics but also feel a fondness for them. Looking back isn't about cringe. It's about seeing how far you've come. They mention military friends teasing them about their old variety show appearances and songs like Spine Breaker. The trip down memory lane is both cringy and heartfelt. As the live winds down, the feeling is clear. This was more than a chat. It was a series of carefully placed breadcrumbs. The big picture. New music is in its final stages. Major announcements are imminent, likely in early 2026. The group's bond is their foundation, and they're navigating their massive influence with humor and profound thought. They signed off leaving a trail of clues and a mountain of anticipation. For the sharpest analysis on what all this means for BTS's 2026, make sure you're subscribed to CelebWorldInsight. Hit the like button if this breakdown helped you read between the lines. We're your source for the stories behind the screen.